Welcome back, Team Bedrock. Finally, we have all of the new blocks. We even have some of the new stuff. I think a lot of this stuff is in the experimental gameplay, so if you guys want to check it out, definitely make sure you hit that switch. And there's a little piggy over here by my signs. But yes, definitely. Oh man, I am so excited to try and get some of my builds done with some of these new blocks. Now the new stone blocks, I don't know if I like those. They do look a little interesting though with the stairs and slabs, but I am kind of glad that they actually kind of put something in there. I know we're still waiting for the stone slab or the, which slab is it? Let me find it. Yeah, this smooth stone slab. I know we still want. Oh, they did put it in here. Oh, sweet. Okay, I didn't see that at first when I was going through this. However, I wish they would still do it in a different aspect. I'm sure a lot of us agree that instead of having the solid smooth stone, I don't know, can't they just give us this block? I like that block. It adds a different texture, but I guess they don't really need to because all we have to do is grab two slabs and go like that with it. But it is an interesting block, and I do like it. So I do thank you, Minecraft, and I do thank you devs out there for getting that in here. All right, so let's go ahead, and I'm gonna put it right here up on the screen right about now. Let's go ahead and take a look at the changelog, and although it's a long one, we're gonna read through it really quick. Hopefully you guys can maybe follow along and keep up with what I have to say. So Minecraft 1.9.0 Bedrock. New features. Added the new flower, lily, and the valley of cornflower. Added new signs for spruce, birch, jungle, acacia, and dark oak. Added new stair, slab, and wall variants. Now, I didn't get them all put into the game because they all are right here, but there's so many different variances between the walls and the stairs. I only grabbed a few just to kind of maybe get you guys to see what they are. You guys are just going to have to hop in game and check them out for yourselves because there's just so many more open possibilities of what you can do for some of these builds. Now, here are the flowers. I do believe this is just basically so that way we can get more dyes and have different dyes in different aspects. So that's actually going to be very useful. And here also are all the signs. I just kind of threw my name up there just so that way we can see how the text looks on each sign. And of course we have the oak, we have the spruce, that's a grass block, we have the birch, we have the jungle, we have the acacia, and then here is the dark oak. And I know the black text is difficult to see on it on some occasions, but just change the color of the text. And if you guys aren't aware, all you need is that fancy little symbol, which on a keyboard and mouse, you hold the Alt key, you press 0, 1, 6, 7 while still holding the Alt key. As soon as you let go of the Alt key, it gives you that fun loving symbol. And so we can use I don't know, 8 is a text that we can use, TNC, and something like that is a little bit easier to see. And we can also try to use some of the other symbols, or I'm sorry, some of the other color codings, like we can use the neon blue color, which is a B, and then we can go TNC, and then CUBAN, and then like I said, that actually looks really good on the dark oak signs compared to just the regular standard oak signs. That actually really makes that stand out a lot better. So let's continue on with our changelog that we have over here. All right, so we got all the new stair, slab, and wall variants, which consist of stone stairs and slabs, granite stairs, slabs, and walls, polished granite stairs and slabs, diorite stairs, slabs, and walls, polished diorite stairs and slabs, andesite stairs, slabs, and walls, polished andesite stairs and slabs, stone walls, smooth red sandstone stairs and slabs, smooth quartz stairs and slabs, brick walls, stone brick walls, in stone brick stairs, slabs, and walls, prismarine walls, ooh, that's going to be nice, red sandstone walls, red nether brick stairs, slabs, and walls, smooth sandstone stairs and slabs, mossy cobblestone stairs and slabs. They also added a new option to the game rule command called show death messages. I know a lot of people have been wanting to get death counters in the game, so I think that's actually going to help and make that a thing now in the game. And possibly even something that we change in the Broke Rock and in the Truly Bedrock SMP series. Added a new immediate response option with associated /game rule. That's nice. This way you don't have to actually click the respawn button. It just kind of automatically does it, because I know sometimes when you get that death message, it'll come up with the main menu or respawn, and some people the mouse kind of actually goes straight to main menu for some odd reason. So hopefully that'll fix that issue that some people have been having. There's also a new feedback button in the pause menu. Show links to the Minecraft feedback site, Mojira bug tracker, and Mojang support. So that's actually really cool, because I know there's a lot of bugs in the game that people want to see fixed. So we can actually utilize that button from in game, and that's actually going to make things a little bit easier for us to be able to kind of put those bug reports in there, which I think is going to be really useful for Minecraft in the long run, or for Mojang in the long run. All right, so changes. Added several loading system tips and trivia suggested by the community. That's interesting. I'm going to have to check that out myself. Added several new splash text to the main menu. Added the ability to delete expired realms from your worlds list. Oh, thank goodness, because, man, I've seen some people with list of expired realms on their screens, and that's just ignoring. Cauldrons now hold lava. Actually, let's check that out real quick. So we want to see how a cauldron, let's actually just do a search for cauldron, and there it is. Ooh, even the cauldron texture is different on the new texture pack. I didn't even know that. And let's find, where's the lava bucket? There it is. Let's throw these down, because I know that is supposed to be, or from what a lot of people see, is a different way to light up an area. So that's actually, you guys can actually probably even see that actually got lit up a little bit around the area. I know it's kind of difficult to tell, but during the day, maybe it didn't. You can't really tell. Never mind. I take that back. But anyways, yeah, that's going to be something cool, and also a better way to possibly even do a trash can. I wonder if let's throw that loot. Yes, that's going to be a cool looking trash can now. Instead of just having it all hidden behind, we can actually just walk up and be like, I don't want this anymore, and throw it away. All right, so tripwires are now activated when broken, unless broken with shears. Ooh, that's good. A notification is now sent to chat when a tamed animal dies. Oh, that's good. So that now when your animals die, like your cats and your dogs, you will now know about it. Current experimental features, work in progress features are only available in experimental gameplay is enabled. So, and when experimental gameplay is enabled, you'll be able to get some of these new blocks on here. Minecraft script engine. The Minecraft script engine uses the JavaScript language. That's actually going to be useful to a lot of people that are out there making maps. Dan Robs Probs. Anyways, so scripts can be written and bundled with behavior packs to listen and respond to game events, get and modify data and components and modify data and components that entities have and affect different parts of the game. See the Minecraft wiki for reference, guys, and sample packs. This functionality is currently only available on Windows 10 PC. Now, I can hear some of you guys already out there saying, why is it only available on Windows 10? I get it. A lot of you like to play on the Pocket Edition and on the mobile edition. I mean, I like to do it also, especially when I'm out running errands and out and about, and I'm just kind of sitting in a waiting room at the doctor's, and I'm like, this is so boring, and they're like, the doctor's gonna be with you in just a moment, and then like an hour later you finally actually go back to see the doctor. So yeah, while I'm sitting there waiting in the waiting room, playing on Pocket Edition is actually really entertaining, at least for me, and I can actually do some experiments and try to do some different modifications on a game and trying to test out a few different redstone builds. Okay, so pillagers. Bamboo is now generated in jungle biomes. Oh, I thought that was actually going to be in the game and not in the experimental game. But that's okay. We still have ways to get bamboo. Lanterns are only going to be in the experimental gameplay. New block placeholders functionality will come later in a later update. Okay, so we have the cartography table, the fletching table, the grindstone, the bell, the barrel, the smithing table, the smoker, and the blast furnace. And a lot of these, it doesn't look like we can interact with them just quite yet, as they are in the experimental gameplay. So yeah, we'll definitely have to wait for that next update for them to be actually utilized for being interacted with. But once that does actually become a thing, you know, it's going to be really popular, as you guys have seen in some of the Java snapshots and in some of the other videos that people put out there for snapshots on Java Edition, because that's where the other teams, because Minecraft consists of two different teams. The Mojang team, they have the Bedrock team and they have the Java team, and they basically kind of split the responsibilities between each team, so that way one person is working on one thing, or one set of team is working on one things in Minecraft, and the other team is working on another set of things in Minecraft. And then they finally will reach a large update where they all kind of come together to implement all these changes into one set update, kind of like what they did for the aquatic update. Okay, so crossbow weapon and new enchantments, that's still going to be part of the experimental gameplay. Multi-shot, piercing, quick charge. And then for map makers and add-on creators, updated templates for 1.9.0 with new resources and behaviors can be downloaded from net/add-ons. Added tags, custom tags can be applied to entities and players to create more flexible selector groupings. Added has tags filtered in components to allow checks to see if an entity has a specific tag. That's going to be really good for what Slack and myself have used for a mob control system, because the mob control system wasn't able to identify certain mobs that you didn't want, in a sense, deleted from the world. So now we can actually implement a new mob spawning clearing system where it basically is going to clear all mobs unless you have a tag on it. And depending on the tags that you have, we basically we can fine-tune the mob control system, is basically what I'm trying to say without getting too into the technical side of it. So autocomplete in chat can be used for tags. The number of command runs through functions can be limited with the new game rule function, command limit default 10k to limit performance issues. So basically that's just more detail on the has tag filter in components to allow. Okay, so functions can now be run every tick, creating an update loop. Template worlds with locked world settings will now also lock player permissions. As a reminder, either can be unlocked from the world settings screen. Added an option in the manifest for any world template to lock the world settings and player permissions previously only available to adventure templates. The field is lock template options, which has default value of true for adventure template and a default value of false or other template types. Implemented support for raw JSON text and commands, signs, titles, and blocks. Implemented translate parameter for raw JSON text, allowing creators to define strings in multiple languages and serve the correct string to the players based on their set language if the string is defined in that language. So basically, all of that stuff right there is telling us this is all for map maker stuff. So that's actually going to broaden a lot of capabilities for those out there that are really good and really in tune with trying to create and make maps. So basically, map makers, you got a lot more stuff that you're able to do and a lot more homework that you're going to have to try and, you know, mess around with and try to do some different things with, because there's going to be a lot more stuff that's going to be coming. Not right now, because this is all in the experimental gameplay switch to be turned on, but like I said, once that actually becomes a full thing, which will be in future updates, you can actually get a little bit more familiar with that and actually create more maps. Okay, fixes. Crashes / performances. This is a lot of things that everybody kind of looks forward to see what is going to be fixed. Fix several crashes that occur during gameplay. Fix a crash that could occur when placing a wooden door with an iron door. Fix a crash that would occur when using pick block on a chest filled with written books. Fix a crash that would occur when pistons pushed blocks. Fixed crash that would occur when changing network modes on Nintendo Switch. Fixed crash that would occur when removing Gear VR headset during gameplay. Fixed crash that would occur when quickly signing in and out of Xbox Live. Fixed crash that would occur when resuming the game on mobile devices. Fixed crash that would occur when resuming the game on Windows 10 mobile devices. Fixed crash that would occur after exiting the game when exiting the settings screen. Fixed a bug where the game could become unresponsive after being disconnected from a multiplayer game. Shulker boxes in item frames no longer cause the game to crash. Optimizations to chunk synchronization between client and server. Players can now join and play games with a minor version mismatch. Yeah, there's been some issues with that where if I'm on Windows 10 and somebody's on Xbox, they wouldn't be able to join my game. Why? Who knows why? Hopefully this is actually a fix for that. Players can no longer change their customized player permissions while playing multiplayer games, which is actually a good thing because there's been some people out there kind of hacking and messing with that kind of stuff when they're playing the game, which, you know, early on when making game maps, that just was a big issue. Okay, so gameplay. Fixed players spawning in midair and falling to their death when loading to a world. Yes, that was definitely an issue, and I'm glad that that's been fixed. At least it says they say it's being fixed. Fixed touch controls so players no longer get stuck in sneak position when underwater. Fix an issue that would cause a sudden change in direction on touchscreen devices. They did say that last time that they fixed it, and it wasn't fixed. So we'll have to see if that was fixed, and I'll see that for myself when I am in my doctor's appointments waiting to see if that actually gets fixed. All right, end gateway portals now work correctly even if the destination area has already been generated. Fix an issue with in-gateway portals which could generate too closely, preventing travel back to the main island. Defeating the Ender Dragon now drops the correct amount of XP and generates a dragon egg in converted worlds. Oh, that's good. Auto jump now works when trying to walk through scaffolding. Fixed breaking blocks when trying to fire a crossbow on touchscreen devices. Touch controls now work correctly with scaffolding when using the swap, jump, and sneak settings. Fixed a rare instant of players being teleported into a boat while traveling near water. I've never had that happen, but I'm glad that's being fixed. Items. Fixed a bug that could result in lost items when crafting from the recipe book with a full inventory. That was a bug that I remember Silent was talking about, and Silent actually did in his bug rock week of his videos. Vines collected with silk touch tools can be used correctly in banner designs. Oh, that's nice. Dropped items are now correctly displaced by slabs and glass. Dragon's Breath can now be quickly collected reliably in multiplayer games. Yeah, there was some of those issues I've seen when playing the game, but I mean, it wasn't that hard. You just had to be, I guess, a little bit more diligent when trying to collect the Dragon's Breath. Okay, crossbows no longer fire accidentally when interacting with blocks or mobs on touchscreen devices, which I think, again, that is on the experimental gameplay. I'm not sure if they have done that without the experimental gameplay or not yet, but I will definitely be testing that kind of stuff out. Charged crossbows can now be used to melee attack mobs. Oh, that's good, because I know they weren't able to before. Mobs. Cats now spawn in villages generated prior to the 1.8.0 update. Shulker boxes now punch mobs when opening. Push mobs. I said punch. Push mobs. That's okay. That's good, I guess. I don't know. We'll have to experiment with some of that stuff. Pandas now panic when set on fire. They weren't panicking before. Well, who is lighting them on fire? So rude. So rude. Okay, slimes will once again spawn in slime chunks as expected. Thank goodness to slime chunks being fixed. I don't know if that has to be reloaded in certain chunk areas from when you go from 1.8 to 1.9, but we'll definitely have to see about that in some of our SMP series. Phantoms now drop membranes correctly if killed with fire aspect sword. Skeleton jockeys now sit correctly on spiders and skeleton horses. Fix the position of riders on mounts that allow multiple passengers. Well, did they even fix that you can ride a skeleton horse in the game? I'm actually going to check that out right now because that is one of the things that I've wanted to see. fixed, because I mean it wasn't until from when it went from 1.7 to 1.8 you couldn't ride the skeleton horses. So let's see, spawn skeleton horse. Let's see if I can ride this bad boy. Yes, we can actually ride it, and we actually have some directions with it. That is awesome. So I'm glad that is now a fixed thing. Okay, so let's see. Blocks. Scaffolding can now be placed on glass. More blocks can be placed on scaffolding, including mob heads and flower pots. Horizontal flowering water will no longer turn into bubble columns over soul sand. Realms/dedicated server. Operator permissions are now correctly granted as set in the server.properties file for dedicated servers. That's going to be good for some of those server companies out there and people that are creating servers, because it's a thing that we need to actually implement more. I noticed when we were on the Broke Rock trying to figure out what server would be willing to actually work with the Bedrock edition, and a lot of them just didn't want to work with it because of some of the issues, and hopefully now we'll be able to get more servers willing to work with Bedrock edition, because I mean we need them. We definitely need them out there, because we want to be able to have more capabilities than what, no offense to Microsoft, but what they've been able to give us. I mean, don't get me wrong, Microsoft Realms are great. They really work well with the different time zones and the different areas, but when it comes to having a large number of people, and when it comes to like the world/server lag, there's just a little bit more that needs to be worked on with that. And I know they keep it small so that way they can, you know, kind of implement the different time zones a lot better than some of the servers. But I don't know. I mean, we need more people. We like to work with people on a bigger scale, like what they do on the Java edition of Minecraft. So hopefully that helps get Bedrock edition a little bit more out there for the servers. Okay. Let's see. The player permissions are no longer reset when joining a dedicated server. Corrected an issue where large realm downloads could be attempted when there was not enough storage space. That's good. Optimized lighting processing on dedicated servers. Realms descriptions can now be successfully purchased on Xbox One. Oh, great. That's going to be good. Changing realm game options now take effect after the owner presses the play button. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to look into what that actually means. Okay, so graphical fixes. Held items now show the correct texture when changing resource packs. Clocks and compasses items now load in correctly when joining a world. Fixed texel anti-aliasing so that terrain blocks now have sharper textures. Fixed items in hand sometimes appearing completely white. Beacon beams once again use the proper texture. Fix the swimming animation of the Scenaria skin on the Pirates of the Caribbean mashup pack. I don't know, I've never had that mashup pack, but those of you out there, that's going to be fixed finally. Fixed leg geometry for one-legged characters in various skin packs. Fixed panda feeding animation. Shulkers no longer turn black when attacking a player. Oh, that was weird. Sheep and cats no longer appear black after being spawned with a spawn egg. Tamed llamas no longer become bioluminescent creatures when their inventory is opened. That's interesting. I've never, I guess, messed with the llamas that much. Strays once again have the correct textured layers. Lit furnaces now show correctly when copied using the control pick block. That's good. Scaffolding textures no longer Z-flight with leaves. Particles produced by witches are now purple rather than black. The trident throwing animation no longer gets mixed up with the new crossbow animation. My skeleton horse just got hurt as I walked over the lava cauldron. That's interesting. So yeah, well, let's not do that again. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked. The user interface. Fixed missing save to Microsoft account message when saving purchases on Nintendo Switch and handheld mode. Slabs are no longer labeled half slabs in the creative inventory. Improved text entry in various fields. Text boxes can be highlighted and selected using keyboard. Updated load disk space error message. Improved the error message that previously stated one player didn't have a license for game. Error messages are now more informative when trying to join an unavailable world. Fix the scaling of the Mojang splash screen when resuming a split screen game. The skin picker menu now only displays progress loading animation when online. Improved marketplace navigation when using a controller or keyboard. Marketplace context will now download correctly without getting stuck in the processes. Custom model, I don't even know if that's spelled correctly or not. But it says custom model, MODAL, forms now support 2 lines again. Commands, functions are now pre-compiled, improving their performance at runtime. Repeating command blocks now keep their always active state when cloned. Yes, that was an issue I know when setting up some commands on the OPOG realm. I would try to do pick block and I would try to get, copy a command block from one spot to another, and it would just have issues with doing that. And I was hoping that they would fix it. So now that there is an actual fix for it, and we will definitely, when I help Jack out, Major Jack Reacher, with some of those commands, I can actually, maybe make it work a little bit faster than having to retype everything. Okay, so last thing that we're on for the changelog. Whew, this has been really long. Let me stretch a little bit just to kind of finish up with that. Add-ons. Horses will spawn as different variants rather than just one type when unspecified in the behavior pack. That's good. Writable entities that use the Minecraft explode. No component longer crashes the game. Okay, that's good. Blocks in the inventory once again follow the textures set in blocks.json. If you missed a previous update, check out aka.ms/MC changelogs for a full list of updates. And of course, I am definitely going to be putting this link for the changelog down in the description below, so that way you guys can check it out. If you guys have any other questions, concerns, or maybe you guys want to test a few things that maybe I have already done or need to maybe kind of check out, because sometimes I have a little bit more time than some others out there, because I've said it a lot of times in some of my other videos, I am 100% disabled. I do get a lot of time. However, my time can be restricted because I am also a father of my 6-year-old son, and he has priority over everything in the world to me. So yeah, definitely shoot me messages in Discord, up on Twitter, in the comment section down below. If you guys want to see anything, or if you guys want to have something maybe showcased, let me know. I'll do what I can to help you guys out. Like I said, my time is not really restricted too much, but my son does come first. I will say that, because family is always going to be more important than, no offense to you guys out there, but it's going to be more important than Minecraft, and I hope you guys understand that. So I've been running around on this skeleton horse this entire time. Let's see, we've been recording and we've been going on for about 27 minutes. Oh my goodness, that's a long changelog. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get this video out for you guys, and hopefully I don't bore you, and hopefully you guys enjoy what we were able to kind of get out for you guys on the 1.9 update. I will be making some more videos about the 1.9 update in the future, so definitely let me know down in the comment section below what you guys want to see, what you guys would like to hear, and I'll try to make things happen for you, so that way you guys can be a little bit more informative on what is going on out in the Minecraft community. So without any further ado, I'm gonna sit on my horse and I'm gonna say I will catch you guys on the flip side.